Anthony Firkser, the tight end for the Tennessee Titans. I believe he will have a fantastic year, a breakout year, and we will get into that and all the reasons behind that and why I think that in this one. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another YouTube video. And today we're going to be talking about Anthony Firkser and what he can do for this Tennessee Titan offense. Now, before I get into this, I will say that there is still a possibility that we can get another tight end, whether that be, Zach Ertz or someone else. Obviously, the big name is Zach Ertz, and I wouldn't be surprised if we end up having Zach Ertz on the Tennessee Titans next year, and, it wouldn't surprise me if that happens, and, it wouldn't surprise me if we, rock with Anthony Firkser next year. So, in my opinion, I would like to see Anthony Firkser be the starting tight end next year for the Tennessee Titans, because I think that, if we end up making a trade for Zach Ertz, I feel like we have money that could go elsewhere that could help out, defensively, whether it be, a pass rusher, where we can have more guys rotating in and out, whether it be a secondary guy, like a Melvin Ingram, for example, Richard Sherman, for an example, for the secondary. Like I said, there's money. We have $9 million, I believe, and I think Zach Ertz is on contract for $8, $9 million, $10 million, something like that. So obviously that is still a possibility. So just keep that in your mind when I'm talking about this. Anthony Firkser is not a for sure. Will be a starter next year. That is still up for question. But as of right now, he is the starting tight end unless a move is made where he then becomes a primary third down tight end for us. But for the meantime, he is expected to be tight end number one for the Titans, and I'm super excited for him because he has shown promise in the past. So we saw last year he had a couple of games where, he had solid games where Jonnu Smith either didn't play or didn't produce. But we saw glimpses of greatness from Anthony Firkser. And a couple games last year, I can't remember who it was against. I can recall, but I think he had like 120 yards receiving, or 110, 120 yards receiving. I believe that was earlier in the year. Maybe it was against Houston. I think it was against Houston, actually. I think something, I can't remember, but I just remember Firkser having a very good game that game. And I remember him getting 110, 120 yards. I believe he had a touchdown in that game as well. Just played a very good game the entire game. So, in my opinion, he's shown glimpses of greatness. Obviously, when you put him on a team where AJ's on the left side, Julio's on the right side, vice versa, and you're going to get a guy here in Anthony Firkser that's going to be able to do his job, and it's going to be quite easy for him because there's going to be a lot of attention, on number 22 in the backfield, on number 2, or on number 11. So that's going to give him opportunities, to go and have a fantastic year, and I think he's going to have a very good year. Obviously, if nothing happens with Zach Ertz or someone else like that. But I really, really, really like Anthony Firkser, and I think the Titans do as well. I've heard a lot of teammates brag on Anthony Firkser, how he's a cool guy to hang around, that he is a great tight end, all this good stuff. And I've heard it from coaches, I've heard it from players. On the Bussin' with the Boys podcast, Taylor Lewan, talked about Anthony Firkser being, he could have one of his better years by far, just because, obviously he's going to be the primary target because obviously Jonnu Smith is gone, who was our number one guy. And obviously his numbers should increase because he's the number one tight end now, unless, like I said, something else happens, whether we pick up someone or trade for someone. But also Will Compton, I heard on Buzzing with the Boys, said that he's super excited to see what Anthony Firkser can do in this offense because, he said something, Will Compton said something kind of similar to what I was saying about Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, how there are some big names out there, and Anthony Firkser is going to be a guy that's definitely going to be able to thrive in this offense and have a sneaky good year. And I 100% agree with him because I think Anthony Firkser showed glimpses of greatness last year when he got the opportunities. So, again, normally Anthony Firkser was in the game on third downs, on longer, he's more of a guy that can go out and run a route and go make a catch. Not a big-time run blocker. We saw that Jonnu Smith could do both, and he was a vertical threat, and he was a great run blocker as well, which is that's the unfortunate part because I think Firkser is, not the best run blocker, but he can do the same thing Jonnu Smith did and go out and make a play. But we do have Swaim as well. So I do think that Swaim's a very, very good run blocker. That's the only thing bad about losing Jonnu Smith is the fact that Jonnu Smith was able to do everything for you. He can run block, he can go out and make a catch, he can go out, he can do a lot of things for you. But Firkser, he is more of a guy, like I said, he played his role last year as a third down tight end, got out there when in passing situations, and that was his primary role. This year, if he's going to be our number one guy, he's going to have to improve run blocking wise, and he's going to have to, kind of be that Jonnu Smith was last year. So he's going to he's going to have to, run block. He's going to have to go out, and obviously, I'm not doubting or questioning his route running, hands at all, because I think he can do all that just fine. It's just going to be the run blocking that's kind of my concern, that Zach Ertz can do both. He can go out, he can make a catch, he can run block well. So that's another thing there that's kind of, do I like Firkser that much? And it's tough because obviously we're a run-first team, and we want our best run-blocking tight end out there on the field, at all times. And I do believe that's Swaim. And it's tough because you had Jonnu last year, who, if he's on the field, the defense doesn't know if we're going to run or pass because Jonnu Smith can do everything. He can go out on a route. Like I said, he can run block well. But with Anthony Firkser, maybe defenses kind of lean towards thinking it's going to be a pass because Anthony Firkser is not the best run blocker. And you got to think, Swaim comes in, more than likely it's going to be a run. So that's kind of tough because you have one or the other, and then the defense can kind of build on what we're trying to do just due to our tight end situation. But that's the only downside. I think Anthony Firkser can improve his run blocking ability. So I think that should be A-okay. Again, we'll have to see. He's looked very good in minicamp, and can't wait to see him take the field in the fall. Obviously, a lot can change from here to then. So it's going to be interesting to see if J-Rob makes any more moves. I think there's at least one more move to be made, just because we have money to spend, and we are in a window right now where we can go and win a Super Bowl this year, the next year. I think in the next 3 years, that's the window right there. The next 3 years, I think that's when we are going to win a Super Bowl, if possible, because I think, we could turn into another, 5, 6 win, 7 win team in 5 years from now, just because we can't pay these guys. Derrick Henry is going to want to get paid. A.J. Brown obviously is going to want to get paid after next year. You just got a lot of guys right now that's on a team that is very good. So I just don't want to waste this opportunity like I felt like we wasted I don't know. It's just either we have such a good defense and a bad offense, and then, you know, the past few years we've had a fantastic offense, and the defense has kind of digressed to where we were terrible last year defensively. So, you know, back when we had, you know, Jarrell Casey and those guys, Derek Morgan, those type players where our defense was very good. We just had an okay offense where receivers, you know, who are these guys that we have out there on the field? Like Tajay Sharp was like our number one at a point. It was just kind of crazy how we went from that to now having A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, and you can throw in Josh Reynolds as well, maybe even Golden Tate if, you know, if we end up snagging him. So, man, I'm just super excited. You guys can tell by the way I'm talking. But, yeah, with that being said, Anthony Firkser, let me know down below what you guys think on what's your take on Firkser, and what do you believe will happen with Zach Ertz? Do you think? I think we'll make a move on him, but J-Rob, he's not gonna overpay because he knows our offense is already very good, so he won't overpay for, you know, a Zach Ertz. For example, another guy is Stephon Gilmore, but then you'd have to be, you know, you're talking to Bill Belichick, and Bill Belichick is going to be very tough to negotiate with. So, again, J-Rob, that kind of goes against my point about offensively, but you know, Stephon Gilmore is on defense. That's another story there. But like I was saying, Zach Ertz, Golden Tate, those guys, you know, J-Rob, like I said, he already knows that we have a very good offense that I think can produce 35 to 40 points a game, just like we did last year and the year before when Tannehill was playing. So that's what I'm kind of thinking here, is that we've already got a great offense, and we love Anthony Firkser. I think the Titans, the whole organization, loves Anthony Firkser, and I think that we should give him his opportunity next season. So let me know down below what you guys think on that. What's your take on Anthony Firkser, and what you think we should do with this $9 million we have left to spend? You know, I think we should go definitely. It should go towards the defense, whether it be a pass rusher, a D lineman, a second, you know, guy in the secondary, cornerback, safety, whatever. More, I'd like a cornerback rather than safety, but you know, you guys get what I'm saying here. With that being said, let me know what you think on Anthony Firkser. All right, just let me know. Honest opinion, drop it down below in the comments. So with that being said, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. And until next time, I'll see y'all.